Welcome to my live stream. It's almost 11 p.m. now. How are you all doing? You're all welcome. So today we'll be talking about, I want to talk about advantage and disadvantage of getting married at a young age. I've been wanting to discuss this topic with you all, but I guess this is the right time. Hi, Sister Aura, good evening. How are you doing? I know I have big mommies and big aunties here. So I want you all to, because I know you all already experienced life. Hello, Isiebu, good evening. Isiebu now. Good evening dear. Hi Sister Catherine, good evening. I know you all saw my title, right? I just want to have this discussion with you all because I know most of the people on my live stream are much older than me, and to be a good idea to hear from you all. Advantage and disadvantage of getting married at a young age. When I mean young age, I mean for like from the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, 18 to 25 years old. 18 to 25 years old. 18 to 23 years old, yeah. 18 to 23. Or should I say 15 to 23? Because I know that there are people that get married at the age of 15, at the age of 14. Well, the reason why I chose this topic is because from my own experience, I've come across a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of girls okay, there is this girl, let me say this happened years ago, this happened years ago, and during that year she was 20 years old, if not mistaken. Yeah, she was 20 years old. And then she got admission to study. The admission she has been looking for years. She finally got admission to study. And then getting into school, after her matriculation, she dropped out of school and got married. Well, the reason why she dropped out of school was because she found someone who was willing to get married to her. Yeah, she found someone who was going to get married to her. And my question is, why? Well, I don't really know. That's why I said I would like to hear from you all, my big mommies and aunties. Why didn't she wait until she graduated from school, since she's already in school? Why didn't she wait until she graduates from school before she go ahead with the marriage. She just quit the school like that without. I know there's advantage of getting married at a young age, and there's also a disadvantage. She would have just waited. She would have just waited when she graduates from school, or even if she. I know no one wants to miss out their life partner in this life, but at least when you're already in school. Well, I know everyone's choice is different. Both marriage and education can also flow together. Yes, I know, right? But some people don't see it that way. How do I even put it? They're all they how do I even put it? All their thought is, some people, all their thought is once they are married, then any other thing is not useful. Any other thing is useless. Yeah, she can be married and still continue, but she didn't continue. She didn't continue. Well, I don't know her reason for it, but I don't know her reasons, but I don't find it funny getting into school and then dropping out of school. And you're already in school. And then dropping out of school because you want to get married. Okay, now that she's married, still she didn't go back to the school. Now I know it because it's either she does not want to go back to the school, or it's either she does not want to go back to the school, or her partner doesn't want her to go back to school. Yeah, some women believe that marriage is all in all. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But if I was the one, even if I've not gotten it, well, everyone is different, but if I was the one, even if I've not entered school yet, and someone comes to ask my hand in marriage, I have to let that person know that I must go to school. No matter what, I must go to school. No matter what, I want to go to school. No matter what. Because there's this kind of knowledge, there's this kind of exposure one gets when they go to school. Well, the advantage of getting married on time, at least when one gets married at the age of 20, 21, I know they'll be happy because by the time they get to 30 years or 31, 32, by then they're already done giving birth. That's the only advantage I see. Getting married on time, seriously. Giving birth on time. That's the only advantage I see in getting married at an early age. Giving birth on time. Hi, Sister Ramsey. Good evening. Good evening. Is it a sister or a brother? Lots of teenagers think they are in love. It's lost. When a baby comes along, they see it not so easy because baby comes along. They see it because comes along, they see it not easy because you got no education, have to look after your baby, then the trouble starts. Yeah, thank you, Sister Mawash. Oh, Sister Ramsey. Seriously, that's the only advantage I see, getting married on time at an early age. Getting married at an early age helps you give birth on time. Apart from that, I don't see any other advantage of it. And the disadvantage of getting married at an early age, especially if you're not educated, if you're not educated, as in you didn't attend university, if you didn't attend, education is really nice, seriously. Apart from being educated, you get exposed to learn new things. Depending on a man, after marriage is a big disease. It has destroyed many homes. Yes. Getting married at an early age, one of the disadvantages, especially if you're not educated. I know apart from being educated, someone who is not educated can also learn handwork, yeah. But getting married at an early age, let me say 20, 21. Just imagine, there are people who graduate from secondary school at the age of 18, 19, 20. When will you have time to learn handwork? Because I know there are people who will like it when they finish secondary school, then they'll go ahead to learn handwork. Then what about those that just finished secondary school, let me say 18, 19 years, and then before they finish secondary school, they already made plans that they'll go learn work. And then after secondary school, someone comes to ask for their hands in marriage. No handwork, no education. What would the person go and do in the family? Me, I don't like a situation whereby I don't like a situation whereby you wait for your husband to get everything you need. Seriously. You don't have to depend on your husband for everything. Seriously, even though it's 1% you contribute, is something. Well, that's their own belief. Oh. Yes, that's their own belief. Okay, your Hausa, right? Sister had the Hausa. That's people believe, right? And that's people culture. If you should ask me, there are many benefits of getting married. There are many benefits of getting married, but not at an early stage, seriously. Oh, thank you, Sister Hadi. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. Well, there's a lot of Hi, Mama Wendy. Good evening. There's a lot of benefits of getting married, but not at an early age, seriously. Because calculate it. You finish your secondary school at the age of 17, 18, 19 years, and then you go ahead to learn handwork before processing for admission into the university. After graduating from the university, you get a lot of time to work, to secure your future. You get a lot of opportunity to work, learn new things. You know, they say as you're growing, yes, get your education, live and travel. Yeah, you know, as you're growing up, you get more mature. Your thinking changes, your knowledge increase. At least learn more about life, experience life before getting into another dimension of the world, because marriage is another dimension. Yeah, not just only education. Yeah, handwork as well is good. At least have something in hand before getting married. As my sister said, they see marriage as all in all. Once you're married, then there's no need for other things. Some people, that's how they see it. Someone that is married, even if you're married and you're still going to school, it won't be that easy for you, seriously, compared to someone who is single and going to school, because you have to look after your children. Unless if you have a maid. Even if you have a maid, still your mind will still be where your children are. There are some people who both couples get education and also break because there's lack of understanding. Yeah, that's why I say there's advantage and disadvantage of getting married at an early age. There are some people who both get it. Yeah, it's true. And maturity, yeah. You know, the more you grow, the more mature you become. Those getting into marriage at a young age, they don't really know what they're getting into, unless few of them, because most of them don't really know what marriage is all about. They don't really know what marriage is all about. That's why I'm saying there's advantage and disadvantage of getting married at an early age. Like for me now, I know everyone is different, but for me, I've already made arrangement of how I want my life to be. If my life doesn't go that way, then let it go the way God wants it. But as a human being, which I am, I've made plans, patterns of the way I want my life to be. I got married at an early age. If I had to do it again, I will wait. I didn't have time to experience single life or get some. That's what I'm trying to say, Sister Paulette. Exactly my point. When you get married at an early age, at that age, you haven't experienced what life is all about. You haven't experienced what life is all about. I know there are some people who will be like, I wish I had waited. At least, as in, let me say, they must have gotten married at an early age, and then when their marriage is becoming old, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and maybe at that point they are 29 years old, they are 30 years old, they are 26 years old, they are 27 years old, 28 years old. Some of them will be saying, I wish I had waited. I wish I waited, because some of the things I know now, I didn't know it back then, and things would have been more easy for me. Hi, Mama Brenda. Good evening. So, if I will say to you to wait and make sure you get the right mate to marry. Yeah, so that's why I'm not bothering myself. All my focus right now, all my agendas right now is to see myself into school. I will surely go to school no matter what. I don't care. I must surely go to school. I must show, because there's this kind of knowledge you get. There's this type of knowledge you get from going to school. I had children at 21. Don't regret, but I wish I waited. Well, yeah, you don't regret it, but you wish you waited, because I know there are some of the things you know now as time went by. You wish you knew them down, you knew them back then, and you'll be like, I wish I waited, and things would have been easy for me, because some of the things I know now, I didn't know them back then. We have to do background checks. There are generational causes attached to people that also why a lot of marriage do not last. Yes, it's true. I'm fine, Mama Brenda, and you? You know, sometimes my friend, I have a good friend in Nigeria. I have my one and only best friend. She's my very good friend, my one and only. She once had a dream about me. She was like, Uchi, I saw you getting married in a dream, but in that dream, yeah, she saw me getting married in that dream. And when she told me, I told her, no, the dream won't come true now, because I want to go to school. I told her, no, the dream won't come to pass now, because one, I don't want to get married at this early age. Thank you. I don't know if my hair is growing on. One, I don't want to get married at an early age. Two, I have something I need to achieve. And that thing I want to achieve is come out as a graduate from university. And then when I'm done, when I graduate, God can then send the man who wants to marry me. And she was like, you can be going to school while you're married. I said, no, I don't want that. The distraction, I don't want anything that will distract me. I want all my attention. I want to keep my focus. I want to focus on achieving my goal. My goal is to go to school and graduate perfect. I don't want any form of distraction, children distraction, husband distraction. I just want to put my whole focus in what I'm doing at that moment. And she said, you can't change what God wants. You can't change what God has planned for you. I was like, yeah, it's true. And she was like, just pray, let the will of, what if it's the will of God for you to get married and without going to school? That was what she asked me. What if God's will is for me to get married and not to go to school? And I told her, well, if it's the will of God for me to get married and not go to school, God cannot. Is it possible? Can God not wish for someone to go to school? Can God wish for someone not to go to school? I don't think so. Because I remembered in the Bible, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they went to school to acquire knowledge, even though they had knowledge then. They were naturally knowledgeable, but God still wanted them to go to school, which means school is good. God still wanted them to go to school so that they'll be able to learn more. Yeah, that was what I used though. Because God cannot wish me not to go to school. And even if God's plan is not for me, even if God's plan is not for me to go to school, I can still tell God I want to go to school. Because that's the main reason he said we should ask. There is permissive which will, which is our will. Then there is the perfect will of God. Yes, I said, well, that's the main reason he said we should ask, and we should ask whatever we want. And I told God I want to go to school first before any form of marriage. And I kept saying it to myself, and I kept saying it to God. I don't want any form of distraction. God, please, let me go to school first before I get married. Even if it's the will of God, yeah. Yes, He will grant us our heart desires. God can never wish us not to go to school. If it's my wish to go to school, He will grant it for me, as you say, in my heart desires. I'm done losing my hair. I'm going to braid it myself. Many are the plans of a man's heart, but his will shall prevail. If you get married before you go to school, you can always go to school after marriage. But don't I have the can't I request from God? So can't God grant my wish of making me go to school first before getting married? Because that's what I really want. I know God's plan is the best. God's will is the best. Thank you, Mama Brenda. It happened to me. I went back after marriage. Now I received my doctorate degree. Wow, Mama Paulette. Wow. But to be sincere, you went back to school after marriage. Has it never occurred to you in your mind, as in to have wished that you waited and graduated? Because what am I trying to say? But be sincere. Be sincere. I know you once regretted, or should I say, you once thought of wishing that you finished your studies before getting married. Maybe, was it not stressful? I don't know how to put it, but try to understand my point. Was it not stressful going back to school after marriage? Was it not stressful? I know all your focus was not in school then. Was not only in school then. It happened to me. I went back after marriage. Now I received my doctorate degree. Is there some nice young gentlemen though in your area where you live? Only best for you. Mama Wendy. We all have a choice, and if you choose school, then so be it. In Jesus' name, everyone's life is different. Yes. But there's this kind of feeling one gets whenever they study finish, get work, and then get married. Yeah, thank you for being sincere, Sister Paulette. Yeah, I had fun. I had fun at the mall. Hi, Sister Rosemary. So, Sister Paulette, that's what I'm trying to run away from. I don't want any form of stress. I want to focus on one thing at a time. Hi, Sister Austin. Lafia, Sister Austin. Hi, Sister Summer Gift. Good evening. Thank you, Sister Paulette. Thank you so much. Sister Paulette, which state are you from? I'm sorry, which country are you from? Hi, Sister Gloria. Good evening, ma. Oh my gosh, I can just manage to put 2 breasts in my granddaughter's hair. How do you manage to do all those beautiful tiny breasts? Me too, I didn't learn though. I didn't really learn how to make. Okay, from Bahamas. Wow. All my thought has been Nigeria. All my thought is that you're from Nigeria. God allows things to happen to us so that we can share our testimony to help others along the way, that they don't have to take the same path. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Sister Cecilia. Blessings to you too. Hi, Mama Veronica. Good evening, ma. I really know. Thank you, Mama Gloria. I didn't really learn how to make. That one we will visit. My hand is still paining me. You know, while I was swimming today at the pool, I was trying to clamp. There's an iron there. How will I put, it's just like a stairs, just two stairs, so you'll be able to sit and then gradually go into the water. Well, while I was trying to go up holding those iron, it gave me a cut and it's still paining me. It's paining me. Oh, you don't know how to play. Now our girl will soon come, Mama. Sister Rosemary. Girls will still come. I didn't really learn how to braid. This is just something, let's say, my little skills as well. I'm not really good at braiding like my sisters, but I'm trying, sha. Well, I know how to braid the, if you know the one I just loose right now, right? That one is different from this one. This one is just weaving. We call it weaving. And the other one I loosed, we call it tuck in. DD. Tuck in. Well, I didn't notice, oh. Mama Potty, I didn't notice, seriously. But yeah, I will check next time. I don't need to go to the salon. My sister knows how to braid hair. I guess she's not ready to braid my hair because I already have wool here. We already bought wool. I have to lose the hair because the hair is not straight. Dubai is nice, oh. Yeah, we are hearing. We are hearing from Joshua. When do you expect to travel back to Africa? We've not decided yet. Soon. No, Majesty is with his father. I think that's why I'm having a peaceful life stream now. If not, he would have come and stop me. Call us. Oh, this hair. Guys, I'll be back, please. Okay, thank you, Mama Veronica. Please, I'll be back.